What if the most powerful weapon America ever used wasn't a bomb or a missile, but its economy? Throughout modern history, wars have destroyed nations, collapsed empires, and bankrupted countries. But for the United States, war did something very different. It transformed America from a struggling nation into the world's undisputed superpower. So the question is not whether war changed America. The real question is, how did war make America rich? Before the 20th century, the United States was not the global leader we know today. In the early 1900s, America was still paying off debts. Europe controlled global finance, and the British pound dominated international trade. The US economy depended largely on agriculture and basic manufacturing. It was growing, but it did not control the world. That changed when global conflict reshaped the balance of power. When World War I began in 1914, the United States remained neutral, but neutrality did not mean inactivity. American factories supplied weapons, food, steel, and machinery to nations fighting in Europe. While European countries destroyed their own industries, America's economy expanded. US banks loaned money to both sides, and gold flowed into American vaults. By the time the United States entered the war in 1917, its industries were booming and employment was rising. For the first time in its history, America shifted from being a debtor nation to a creditor nation. War had revealed a powerful truth. Conflict could generate enormous economic opportunity. World War II became the true turning point in American history. Before the war, the United States was struggling through the Great Depression. Millions were unemployed, factories were idle, and confidence was low. The war changed everything. America transformed into what President Franklin D. Roosevelt called the arsenal of democracy. Civilian factories were converted into war production centers. Car manufacturers began building tanks. Aircraft plants worked around the clock. Shipyards expanded at record speed. By the end of World War II, the United States was producing nearly half of the world's total industrial output. Unemployment had virtually disappeared. Technological innovation accelerated faster than ever before. Most importantly, American cities, factories, and infrastructure remained untouched by enemy attacks. While Europe and Asia lay in ruins, the United States emerged stronger, richer, and technologically superior. After the war, the world needed economic stability. The United States stepped in to lead on its own terms. Through the Bretton Woods Agreement, the US dollar became the world's primary reserve currency. This decision reshaped global finance. International trade depended on the dollar. Central banks across the world held US currency as a safeguard. The United States gained unmatched financial influence, allowing it to borrow cheaply and print money with global demand behind it. War had not only rebuilt America's economy, it had redefined the global financial system itself. Europe faced massive destruction. Factories were gone. Infrastructure was shattered. Entire economies were on the verge of collapse. America responded with the Marshall Plan, offering billions of dollars in aid. Publicly, the plan aimed to rebuild Europe. Economically, it tied European recovery directly to American industry. European nations used American money to purchase American goods, machines, and technology. This strategy created long-term markets for US companies and expanded American political influence across the world. The United States did not dominate Europe through military occupation. It did so through trade, finance, and economic dependency. The Cold War introduced a new economic reality: permanent military readiness. Unlike previous conflicts, there was no clear end. The United States prepared for a global confrontation that could happen at any moment. This led to the rise of the military-industrial complex, a powerful network of defense contractors, technology firms, and research institutions. Trillions of dollars were invested in weapons, aerospace, nuclear programs, and advanced research. Many technologies that define modern life emerged from this era, including satellites, computers, GPS, and the early foundations of the internet. War preparation became a permanent driver of economic growth. In the modern era, American wars became longer and more expensive. Conflicts in Vietnam, Iraq, and Afghanistan cost cost trillions of dollars and lasted decades. Yet the defense economy continued to expand. Private contractors profited, defense stocks rose, energy markets reacted, war spending became predictable and continuous. Military success mattered less than sustained expenditure. War was no longer simply a tool of national defense. It became an economic system that supported jobs, industries, and global influence. Today, the United States maintains the largest defense budget in the world. The dollar still dominates global trade. Military decisions continue to influence markets, energy prices, and international politics. The final question remains unanswered. Can America remain dominant without war, or has war become too deeply embedded in its economic system? The answer to that question may define the future of the United States and the world. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the facts, hit the like button and subscribe to Fact Eagle. Stay sharp, stay curious, and I'll catch you in the next one.